But Jesus died, and then on the third day, he rose again. And that's the difference. If we're talking about miracle, we've seen miracle in the Old Testament. They even parted the sea. Are you understanding me? They were even fed for 40 years in the wilderness. Nobody knew. Nobody could query that. But there was something that never happened. And has never happened in the history of humanity. And it will not be repeated again. That he died, and then on the third day, he rose again. And that's the message. That's what validated our faith. This is the central message of our Christian faith. The importance of resurrection cannot be overemphasized. Matthew 28:1. He said, in the end of the Sabbath, as it began to dawn towards the first day of the week, came Mary the Magdalene and other Mary to see the sepulchre. And behold, there was a great earthquake, for the angel of the Lord descended from heaven and came and rolled back the stone from the entrance and sat upon it. His countenance was like the countenance of the lightning, and raiment as snow. For fear of him, the keeper did shake and became as dead men. And the angel answered and said unto the women, fear not ye, for I know that you seek Jesus, which was crucified and buried. He is no more here. He has changed at that this morning. Began to look at that word intently. Sometimes you may need to go into the mess. And he was humiliated. He was pushed down. He was beaten. And then they buried him. They thought that was the end of him. They even called the guards to stay around him, so that there won't be anyone that will say they have taken his body. It was a properly organized, orchestrated, marshaled program agenda. But they didn't know that God has a better plan. I don't know what you are going through this morning, but I come to tell somebody God has a better plan. Hallelujah. You might have been pushed down. It might look like you have been buried where you are. They might have even rolled the stone on you. But when God is going to move, listen to me, there will be a shaking. And then the stones will be rolled away and you will resurrect again. His position from the one buried to the risen one. The most potent power of God is not that he raised the dead. It's not that he fed 5,000. It's not that he walked on the sea. The most potent of God's power is that he rose Jesus. He raised Jesus from the dead. That's the most potent. Look at what Ephesians tells us. Ephesians chapter 1, 19 and 20. And what is the immeasurable greatness of his power towards us who